Welcome to MJ Welch Multi-State Auction number 139. For those of you who are new to our auctions, we mainly do auctions of deceased estates or those downsizing, going to retirement homes. Even though we do commercial, also restaurant. I do a lot of restaurant appraisals, and we sell restaurant goods. Now this auction will have some restaurant goods in it that are not here. They're currently in Boca Raton, Florida, so if somebody in that area wants to buy, they can pick it up there. But if you need it up in this area, we can truck it up here when they come back up. But I'm going to start with this. This happens to be a nice high chair, strap in, good for any kind of food service for you, the kids, or even the family home. Over here is a bronze chandelier. They actually had 3 or 4 of these in the house, but the ceilings were so high we couldn't get up and get them, but we did get one. This nice late top bar, very heavy, nice bar. I'll show you the back in a moment. I always, every auction, I let my daughter have a little weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sidewalk sale. And so I'm giving her a plug for those in the area. You may want to come and take a look at what she has. Sometimes she gets some really neat stuff. But this is giving her a plug, and then I'll get back into the auction just a minute. Like I said, you local people need to come in for preview anyway. So, okay, let's go back to the auction. Over here, the gentleman had a couple of generators that he bought. This is the bigger one, brand new in the box. He bought it because of hurricane season we have in Florida. He never used it. There's a nice stool. Over here, you got this leopard sofa, very nice. We have an assortment of vintage mink stoves. They used to wear these over-the-shoulder collars, you know, mainly back in the 40s when I remember them. Not that I'm old, but there's the back of the bar. Very, very nice bar. Let me open the door so you can see what it looks like in there. Okay. All right, we'll move on. Let's see. Here's another bar. This is a mid-century bar. It comes with 2 stools. Got a couple new vanity lights the gentleman had, so we're gonna choose it. Opening bid is very low in this stuff. There's a nice 2-drawer table. I hate it. This is bronze. This is a nice vintage piece. That's bronze. The tubes these are easy to find. You replace these. They're plastic, but the bronze is in really good shape. I hated to just discard this because water filters are expensive. So if you happen to have this brand, you may get it dirt cheap. Pack 3. Got a modern, ultra-modern stool. We got this foot exerciser. It's like brand new. I understand from the wife. Her husband bought it and used it once or twice, and that was it. Look at this nice hand-carved piece. This is true antique. It's very heavy, very nice. It's got a touch with the peacocks and the lions. It has a touch of Asian, but that looks more African, so it could be a mixture of both. Just a simple print. This is a designer piece, and I can't remember all the names, but it is posted on the web. That marble pedestal is sitting on another marble, probably to boost the height. That's why it's a mismatch in color, but it's lighted. This light it has a hole cut in the top, and it beams the light up through the sculpture. Got a couple nice armrests. These are Thomasville chairs. There's a mid-century, that's chrome, brass, glass, little table. Let me go around here again. There's a nice desk. It's a demi-lune or half-round, whatever you want to call it, little brass clock. Oh, I didn't show you my umbrella. The outdoor umbrella. This is a 10 by 10. This bar right here, when you squeeze it, comes down. The umbrella starts to go like that, and you fold it up, and it's only about that big around. You put a strap around it. It sits in a base. You can pull it out. The bottom, you can either weight it like we did or pour concrete for a permanent. It is electrified. You can turn the center bulb on by itself, or you get all these other lights. Now, what makes this really nice is if you're not familiar with umbrellas, umbrellas create heat. They hold heat. It's very hot. This one has the vent. It's another umbrella on top of this one that vents the heat, so you'll be comfortable under it. The gentleman told me he paid $1,500 for it. The top is in very good condition. For some reason, in this box is a brand new top. He said just in case something happened to that one, he wanted the backup. Okay, now this is copper. It's a folding shelf stand. This is a vintage piece, this antique. This is walnut. See the drawers in there? One there, there's two in the bottom. Nice piece. There's a drawer down there. Nice piece right there. Okay, now we're going in. I have a pair of these, I think they're Louis XIV, marble top, attached ormolu, Bombay front. They look like they're probably in the 1920s or 30s by the color of the marble. We have a vintage, I guess you would call, gone with the wind lamp, in pristine condition. This one, it was an oil burner. It's been electrified. The only thing that's missing is a little glass chimney. They're about $5 somewhere. But the glass chimneys are easy to get. Nice little lamp, good color. Little Venetian, Bohemian, the base. These are a couple old chuckwares, some cameos. Unusual picture. You got to look at it, and it's a riot. You see where the shark bit him, and this one, the propeller got him. I don't know what this guy's doing, but anyway, unusual if you like unusual. We got this beautiful headboard. This is early 19th century. It's brass. Whoever had it, a little piece got knocked loose right there, and they soldered it, and they should have put a brass on it. It'd been the same color. That's very minor. But anyway, I want to show you. It's got a beautiful pattern to it. Let's focus around here. Again, I'm going to take you side by side. Little metal wine rack, chrome wine rack. Little display or CD stand, whatever you want, whatnot. I got this nice cabinet. I've not ever sold this type of cabinet before. I love it. It's got this ornate gilt trim all the way around it. And the door slides to open. See, it slides. It doesn't pull, it slides. And it's got little locks to lock it. So that's one on each side. That's and you got a lot of Judaica in there. You got some art glass, more Judaica, a lot of Judaica. These are prayer book covers. That's used in Hanukkah when they vacation and whatnot. Marble Um, that looks like a Roseville back there. We got a lot of these little guys, iguanas in Florida. Crystal. Here's a 5-foot high glass vase. I know the picture on the web doesn't show it. I hope you can see this better. It's 5 foot high. Okay. This is actually, we got a lot of little clocks and they all seem to, I think one doesn't work. Two don't work. This one works. It's plastic. This is a Judaic clock. It's a battery operated. You have to put a new gizmo in it, but you'll see it's kind of three-dimensional. Okay, show you that. Now this is a vintage lamp. It's a marriage. That's a Fenton globe that looks very good on there, but look at that lamp. Great shape for the age. The Fenton globe looks good on it. Got a Bohemian ball there. That's what's that? Cranberry Cutter Clear. This little guy's a football. I saw it and I said, well, I opened it up and I got that. So cute. Somebody wants something cute for the kids, grandkids. Looks like a Murano parrot, cockatoo. These are vintage candle holders. You see those? Those are vintage. This old guy's heavy. He's made of some kind of resin or chalk. I think it's resin. This is handmade. All that's hand done. That's usually Italian when it's like that. Got a nice little fur hat. You got a violin barometer. You can see that. It's only about 11 inches high, I think, but you got your thermometer and barometer. Okay, this clock is the same, but this one has a clock with it. A clock and the barometer. This is like an iCart. It's a print. It's just a iCart style. Let's see. This is walnut. This little vanity dresser is walnut, and the mirrors do tilt forward, so you can get the angle on both sides. I know women doing the makeup like a little angled mirror. That's really nice. A vintage piece. Let's go back around here again. There's that other new generator. It's smaller, but it's new. Why you had two, I have no idea. Don't care. Here's a nice rocker. Very nice heavy rocker. Nice little corner piece. Okay, that's a little corner. Yes, it's rocking because these concrete floors are not smooth. There's a bentwood rocker here in pristine condition. Let's see which way I want to go. Let's go this way. There's the other commode, the French commode, marble top. Got a vintage vase there on the stand. Nice walnut clock, vintage, Venetian wall mirror. This is an elephant sconce embellished with all kind of colors and little mirrors. Nice little piece. Here's a vintage Dremel shoe shines. Got a little button you push here, electric, goes around and polishes your shoes. That's what that is. Here's a little box lot. This is a vintage piece. This is iron. That's a plant stand, plant holder. Here's another nice piece. That's all hand attached. A mortar pestle. Your figurine, nice little champagne flutes. We got beer glasses. I got corner cabinets. I got that one I'm showing you there, but around the corner is another one. That one's out of pine. There's a porcelain piece. Man holding balloons from Spain. Little vase. Characters, I couldn't pass this out. I thought they were different. You may have a nice gift to give your mother-in-law. There you go. Nice little figure. That's all hand painted down there. That's a vintage piece. This is a mosaic metal folding chair. It's got a couple little nicks on it, but it's old. But very nice little chair. Turn around. It does fold up. I have two of these stands. It's got the marble shelves. There's your 14-inch high pepper shaker, new poker chips, a couple doves. There's that's a new oil can. I hate they drilled holes in the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in this light, but they apparently used it for a planter, but it's still, it looks good for those who like the primitive. Here's a nice art sculpture. This is neat. Forgive me, I'm getting in the dark area. This clock, if you could see it, that's the mouse, and there's the cat. Now, you open up this, and you use a hiding place or put your keys in it. Nice little piece. Let me back up and you'll see it again. And they keep pretty good time. Here's a, looks like it's handmade. It's a grape plant stand, iron plant stand. Another box lot. This is a wardrobe. I gotta fix that light. Lighting is terrible. Excellent shape for the age. This is probably 1920s, 1930s. You can take the shelf out, and there's this will go up here, and you can hang clothes. We left the shelf here, and rather than dropping it down, it's in a really good shape for the age. It disassembles. You go in your SUV. It all flattens out. Okay, doors come off, bottom, sides, everything. Let's go to the table. This table costs new around $6,800. I bet these chairs cost probably $250, $350 a piece. They're in pristine condition. It came out of a multi-million-dollar home, and it's like it was a single guy. He never used it, doesn't look like. Parquet top. Nice little wine stand. Where am I going? There we go. That's what happened to my light. They actually added, it's a glass piece underneath it. And they had this and they put on top of it, which I like that better. Let me turn around and see if you can see these a little better. It was me, my camera, with the light. Let me just see, because I really didn't show you how great they look. Those are a pair. Those etagères are a pair. And of course this cabinet. This is the only one I've ever seen to have the ventilation top and bottom. That was one thing you always had to worry about, was the ventilation on these. Nice set of china. Rosenthal, okay. You can look that up for the pattern. Nice pattern, vintage piece. Nice little candle holder centerpiece. Let's go over here. This is like 1920s, could be 30s, looks more 20s to me. French inlaid mahogany. They had two small nightstands. Let me move this old Gucci thing out of the way. That's again has the top. Now in here is a that's a Gucci right there. A little beanie. My motorcycle guy, he's a vintage piece. This is the artist Argentini or something like that, I forget, Israeli artist. It's resin. Now, I have, I think, 3 of these, and resin pieces. And I'll talk about them in a minute. This is a designer piece, again, mid-century. That's aluminum, a menorah. We got your hand-carved Buddha in the back. My 2 dogs, and you can see the hair lifelike. So if you had the dogs for a friend, those are nice to have. I have my insect vases, a little different on each side. So, and they are heavy.